Okay, so three Americans appear in court over failed coup attempt in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Damn. So this sounds like CIA has an interest in putting certain people in the Democratic Republic of Congo in charge, and they try to do a coup d'état, which is pretty much an overthrow of the government. It's pretty much what Trump tried to do on January. What was it? January 18th, 15th. I forget though. When they stormed the Capitol, right? That was an attempt of a coup, right? And it seems like America is doing what America does, right? We try to put our dick in wherever we can, and we try to put our influence in places and have them democratically elected, right? Like um yeah, we did that what in Venezuela, we did that in Iraq, we did that in Afghanistan, we did that in Libya, we did that in we've been doing that all over the world. We were trying to do that in Ukraine, right? Um but now I guess 50 people got arrested during that coup. The Congo military was defending this attack on the government. Arrested 50 people, and three of those people are American. Oh my God, the CIA doesn't play. They're out there. They trying to put our influence wherever we can, right? So yeah, let's check it out.
But first, the wheels of justice are finally turning in the Democratic Republic of Congo, nearly a month after the army there foiled a coup attempt in the country's capital. Three Americans and dozens of other defendants accused of being involved in the failed power grab appeared in court today. They are facing a
See
number.
that? The failed power grab, right? People think, oh, we're in America and we gotta go to school and then we're gonna get a good job and an education and work for these institutions and we're gonna have a beautiful life. You know, hey, the world is kind of still up for grabs. People don't realize that shit. Like there's still wars happening. There's still. I mean, like I just said, Ukraine, right? Like Putin is taking over Ukraine. Ukraine is part of Russia now. It's going to be. There was two failed attempts on Russia. This third one isn't failing. They're taking over. They're moving. They took over the resources in the South Russia after those attempts coming from the north, and they're like, well, we're gonna take your resources then. Fuck it. If you guys don't want to play nice, or you guys don't want to be Russians, you want to be Americans, we're gonna make sure you have America feed you guys then, right? Like I think Putin's been in like all of the trades that Ukraine has been asking for with all the neighboring countries. Russia's right there in those trade deals, right there at the table. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild, but yeah. So the world is still up for grabs. People don't realize that shit. There's people with a lot of influence trying to be leaders of the world, right? Like like let's say you're some high school kid that did great, goes to college and then gets recruited by the CIA, and the CIA has this mission in the Congo to put someone of influence as the leader, and you're like, I'm gonna put myself there, right? And then later you be the king of the Congo, bro. That's really what is going on.
Number of charges, including terrorism, murder, and criminal association. Some of those are punishable by death, including terrorism, murder, and criminal
You hear
association.
that,
Some of
Americans? You
those
guys
are
are
punishable
considered
charges, including terrorism, murder, and criminal association.
terrorists, bro. Terrorists. What would we call people doing that over here? Trying to take over the government. When Donald Trump did it, right? We called them terrorists. All right. So, yeah. Crazy, crazy. Crazy that I saw this on YouTube and not on fucking Fox or anything. But yeah, all right.
Some of those are punishable by death.
Should we expect anything less? I mean, us as Americans, we probably would just keep them in prison or Guantanamo Bay and have them eat cock meat sandwiches for like the rest of their lives, right? So, bro, they got caught. Off them. Get rid of them. Kill them. They're probably gonna fucking flip flop too, though, right? Who knows? Who knows? Like, man, it's crazy. But you know what? I gotta give props, to the CIA, because I'm pretty sure they still got some badasses out there. But we gotta realize, bro. We gotta realize the rest of the world is catching up, right? The rest of the world is trained as well now, right? We aren't the elites, right? Like other countries have elites as well, like badass soldiers, right? They got intel. We all have technology. Like back to the Ukraine war. The Ukrainians were kicking the Russians' ass with drones, right? Off of fucking those Elon Musk Wi-Fi things, right? Starlink. There you go, Starlink. So it's a evil. I mean, okay, when it comes to like using actual weapons, we're ahead of everyone. But people against people, it's kind of leveled now. It's kind of leveled.
The botched coup attempt was led by the little-known opposition figure Christian Malanga, who was killed along with 6 others in clashes with the military.
Christian Malanga was killed, and he was the leader. I wonder who killed him. I guarantee you it was one of those CIA guys. If it wasn't the opposition, I guarantee you it was one of those CIA guys, right? Kill the leader of the position. They're going to vote me next. And that's how the CIA does things, baby.
51 defendants were hauled in...
Yo, just straight up, if my kid ever wants to be a gangbanger, I'll be like, look, mijo, why are you trying to be a 14? Why are you trying to be a 13? Why can't you be a fucking 356th Infantry Battalion, homie? Right? At least 5-0. Why are you trying to be 14 with 50 right there? 1-2, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, bigger gangs. Join a bigger gang. That's what it's about. That's a USA. That's the biggest gang in the world, homie.
Front of a military tribunal in Congo's capital,
Red, white, and blue,
on Friday, where they heard the charges laid against them for allegedly attempting to stage a coup on May 19th. Most of the defendants are Congolese nationals, but among the group of accused are 3 US citizens, 1 Canadian, 1 Belgian, and a British man. The charges against them...
Now, Canadian, Belgian, and German? Did it say German?
Are the most Canadian, 1 Belgian, and a British man.
A British man and a British man. Canadian, Belgian, and British. I don't know about how Belgian it is, but Canadian and British are really fucking close to America. Right? So, yeah, man, it's gang wars, homie. Gang wars.
The charges against them are the most serious possible in Congo, including terrorism and criminal association. The military judge told the defendants that they were facing the death penalty.
We weren't at the pre-trial hearing, which is why we are asking that we be given time to access the files and read the various statements made by our clients before the case is referred to the military tribunal.
3 people were killed during the attempted coup on May 19th when armed men attempted to assassinate Vital Kamerhe, the former economy minister. The armed men then went to the presidential palace where they filmed themselves unfurling flags and shouting slogans before the Congolese security forces subsequently overwhelmed them.
Shit. Okay, we're going to let them talk. We're going to let them do their little TV interview. But meanwhile, we're going to surround them. And they're going to be fucked. And that's what happened, bro.
On Friday, the 3 US citizens needed an...
Are these the 3 Americans? 1, 2, 3 right here?
An interpreter to understand the proceedings, although the interpreter himself could barely speak English. Defense lawyers complained that they had not had...
Wow, that would never happen in America, bro. Our interpreters know how to speak English.
had time to consult with their clients. Few of the details of the alleged attempted coup are clear, nor are the motivations of the various participants. The court proceedings continue next week.
That's
Next,
wild. That's
pro-democracy
wild.
activists in Sudan say around 40 people have been killed in the city of Omdurman in what they describe as violent artillery fire. The attack was reportedly at the hands of the paramilitary rapid support forces. It comes a day after
This is something else. This is something else. But yeah, dude, that's pretty much what America does, bro. America puts in its splintered cells, right? Like these little group of soldiers that have their own little mission, and they're there to do certain things, you know, and a lot of those things is to put people of influence in power, right? Their influence in power. And it's just wild that this is on YouTube News. It popped up, right? But I ain't seen nothing on the on Fox, on CNN, or nothing, right? You know what I mean? This would have been crazy as news if it happened on the U.S., right? ISIS terrorists try to take over the White House and try to assassinate the head of the Treasury, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that would be all over the news. But when we do it to other countries, we don't say nothing, right? And you know what? Good. I'm on Team America, baby. But it's also like oh man. Okay. So like the idea of a world government, right? Kind of always intrigued me. Right? I don't want to like have like the rest of the world's countries and economies or whatever cultures go down and whatnot. But I feel like us as human beings, we all speak English, right? We all have the internet now, right? Which is like a world class phone, right? Remember back in the day when your mom wanted to call Mexico, what did she have to do? You guys remember? Like, if you're like, I'm dating myself. If you're like 30 years old plus, right? Maybe 25 plus. What did you have to do when you were kids and your mom wanted to call the other country, the homeland, right? They'd have to go to the little store, wherever they had the little calling cards, and you'd be like, yo, give me the one with the 2 fingers. And they get the one with the 2 fingers, and you scratch off the back, and you call, and you add minutes to your fucking thing, and you can call now Mexico or wherever country you want, you know what I mean? We don't do that no more. We have WhatsApp, right? We have the internet, you know what I mean? We have almost a world language, which is English. The whole world speak English, you know what I'm saying, right? But we have things like NATO, right? And NATO is a collection of all these world governments, right? And we have an opposition to NATO, right? Like Putin and maybe these Congo countries and whatnot, you know. So I feel like it's almost good, right? But if it wasn't NATO, because I feel like NATO does shit like this, right? They do shit like Ukraine, you know what I mean? So I'm all for a world government, but I just don't really like the one that we're trying to put up in place right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, just wild. As far as the penalties, bro, like, hey, homie, if they were out here trying to do shit to us, bro, I'd be like, execute them. Yeah, sorry guys. Too bad you guys ain't basketball players, bro. We'll trade a shooter for a big in America. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm out of here. If you like the video, like, hit the subscribe button, comment. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, what would you do if like the ops came to your hood? They shot up the little tiendita store, right? They had the fucking lady at gunpoint, and then all the homies surrounded them, bro. And they told them, homie, you better leave the lady alone, homie, or you're all dead. And they pull out the homies out, and now they have them in the basement. Like, bro. Right? All right, I'm out of here, guys. Peace out.